What's up, YouTube? My name is Chad. This is the Wisco Boater channel. Welcome back to what will be the last episode of the Glasspar Tacoma restoration project prior to launching the boat. I finally have my seats. This was quite an ordeal. It took most of the summer to get seats. I had seats ordered from West Marine. They were Wise branded seats. And they were to be drop shipped directly from the Wise warehouse. And apparently Wise is having trouble making seats because of a foam shortage due to the oil prices, blah, blah, blah. Finally canceled that order, found some other seats on Amazon. These are Deckmate boat seats. They've got pretty good reviews on Amazon. They're not the seats that I wanted to put in this boat. I really wanted to put the Wise seats in just because I've had Wise seats in the past, very good quality. But these have good reviews, so we're gonna put these in. So I'm gonna get these unboxed and we'll get the seats mounted. And as I said, that's the very last thing to do on the boat before it's ready to launch. I got a couple of trailer issues to deal with before I can do that, but we're very, very close. It is August 7th today. If I hadn't had the delay with the seats, the boat would already be in the water by now. But, you know, what can you do when things in the supply chain in today's world are hard to get at times? So anyway, we'll get these unboxed and get these things installed. First box is opened. I will say I was a little bit leery of how these were going to look on the inside. These boxes were kind of beat up as they traveled to me, but they do a really good job of packaging these. So inside the box here is this layer of vinyl all the way around that protects the seats. So pretty happy to see that. So we'll get these out of the plastic. You can see they're white with black piping and are all plastic and aluminum framed. I'm sure there's some instructions in here. These are probably pretty self-explanatory, but all right, got all the pieces laid out here. Got our instructions. We start by building the base, the box that the seats sit on. So I've got the two longer pieces here and the two forward and aft pieces along with some sort of stiffener, I would guess. So I will follow the instructions, get the base put together, show you what that looks like. All right, one lounge base is now complete. These are nice and sturdy. There is some ambiguity in the instructions. They call these front plates. So there's a front plate there and a front plate there. And the shape of the plate itself, see the base has a lip on it, this lip. And it kind of took me a little while to figure out which direction, if this was the top or if that was the top or what, because if you look at the instructions here, it's just a square piece. It doesn't show that lip. You can kind of see it right there, maybe, denoting the bottom of the base. So that's what I went off of to figure out how to put this together. It turns out that is correct. So base is now built. Got the screws in place that hold the cross members in place, and now I need to turn my attention to the cushions and lay those out. I need to figure out some place where I can do this where they're not going to get dirty. So I'm going to set that up and then we'll get the cushions mounted. Okay, well, easiest way to do this is to just put the seats in the boat. So I'll build each one. I'll build the base on the bench over there, and then we'll finish them out inside the boat so we can just flip them over and figure out where to locate them. So I'll get the base attached to this, turn it over, show you the completed seat, and then we'll do the other one. Okay, so here we have it. One set of seats is now complete. It's not installed. I still have to figure out exactly where I'm going to mount these, because I need to have, obviously, enough space for my knees to go between the seat and the steering wheel, which pretty close right there. I have sat in it and that seems to work, but I also need to make sure that I have enough room to extend the seat back. So it fits right up against, I had it extended a minute ago, and if the seat fits right up against this, I think that's pretty much just the position I'm gonna have to go with. These are taller than I wanted them to be. I could not find seats with an 8-inch base. These have a 10-inch base, but I think they'll work fine. You see an 8-inch base would have been preferable. It would have gotten the seats, 2 inches lower, but it's not going to do anything for the overall length of the seat. Well, here we go. Seats are installed. Turned out really good. And they're comfortable. There's enough room to sit up here with your knees between the steering wheel. I am going to sit kind of high in this, as mentioned, because of the 10-inch bases, but they're still comfortable. I'll get up here in a second and kind of show you the seating position. I'll lay them down so we can see what they look like in the lounge position or sunbathing position, I guess. This would be kind of the lounge position. But yeah, really happy. They turned out nice, and I think they look great. So get a little bit of a wider shot here. Yeah, all good. I'll get in it and show you what the seating position looks like. All right, got the bimini top back up just to make it a little bit more, I guess, easy to move around, because the bimini top frame does kind of take up a little bit of space. So we'll climb up in the boat here. And slide up to the front seat. So this is eye level, and you can see where my knees are here. So it's fairly close, but still have plenty of room to move the controls. Passenger has plenty of space there. Let me turn the camera around. All right, so this will be the seating position, and yeah, I think it's fairly comfortable. Actually put my legs forward, and my legs go under the steering wheel, so you can operate the steering wheel as needed, or have a knee up in front like this, or put your feet forward and having your hand right on top of the steering wheel is actually pretty comfortable. So let's put the seats down and show you what the sunbathing position looks like. All right, so there is a full open position. About a 6-inch walkway here with the seats fully extended, but lots of room to lay out. That's what Brittany will be doing. I will probably always try to stay out of the sun because I'm not a fan of being in the sun, but it's yeah, there's plenty of room to move back and forth. You can sit back here, and that's looking forward. So I will say the seats are not super sturdy in the back, side to side, but really for, if you're gonna extend these, you're just gonna be laying down back here, not really sitting here. So, the seated positions are gonna be more over the box frame below. So, yeah. Let's see. There we go. Laying down. I think this is all good. We'll put the seats back up. All right, so with that, I will officially proclaim that this boat is done. The restoration took me 6 months. I bought it middle of February, and it is now middle of August. So 6 months to restore this boat, and it turned out great. So we'll get it launched here in the next couple of weeks, and do some engine testing, and hopefully have a little bit of season left to enjoy this. I'm gonna plan on probably taking it up Sturgeon Bay, as long as I can get the trailer issues figured out, which is the next thing I'm gonna work on. I'm not videoing that. It's just the springs on the right-hand side of the trailer seem to be a little bit soft. I need to inspect the trailer front to back, make sure I don't have any cracks in the welds or the frame itself. So that'll be step one. As long as that all looks good, then pretty much has to be just the springs being, you know, 53 years old, because the trailer and boat are 53 this year. So 50-year-old springs, you know, over time they just start to sag a little bit, and if I have to put new springs on it, I'll do that. And I did put new wheels and tires, hubs, wheel bearings, all new lights. So if I do the springs and get the trailer painted, that will be done. Watching this episode of the Wisco Boater channel and the restoration of a 1969 Glasspar Tacoma 14-foot runabout boat. Can't wait to get this thing out of the water. We'll see you next time. Happy boating, everybody.